But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the President has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere. But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the President has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere.
Grand jury in Mississippi today declined to indict the white woman whose accusations set off the lynching of Emmett Till nearly 70 years ago. Carolyn Bryant Dunham, now 88, initially claimed that Till made unwanted advances towards her at her family's grocery store. It led to the brutal torture and lynching of the 14-year-old. The prosecutor said the grand jury found insufficient evidence to charge Dunham.
They not kids, they cowards. They know right from wrong. You know not to walk in that street if you see a car coming. And that's all that matters. Don't keep on talking about no kids. Don't no kids do nothing like that. Them not kids, those are demons. And they need to be dealt with. And they are. Ago. They not kids, they cowards. They know right from wrong. You know not to walk in that street if you see a car coming. And that's all that matters. Don't keep on talking about no kids. Don't no kids do nothing like that. Them not kids, those are demons. And they need to be dealt with. And they are.
He peed in the bed, twin.
Nigga, be quiet. Nigga, wet yourself. I told you, right? You say something dumb, I'm gonna slap you.
When you gonna stop peeing in the bed?
Hey, right. And I told you stop moving my mic, bro.
My bad. We don't want to make you mad. RT, you know we in an interview. RT, we in an interview.
So I tell that nigga what himself, twin. He playing on me.
You driving with two hands on the wheel or one?
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't know how to drive.
You just fucking.
Well, you said it in the song. You ever been to strip club?
You a stripper?
No. Why would you ask me that?
That's my girl.
Why you ask her that? No, wait.
Fuck it, so. Fuck it.
Get the money, get down there.
In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting. Hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Man, oh man, oh man. Did I call it or did I call it? We had some issues last time we tried to do this stream because of the stream we did before that. We went a little crazy. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I know. Get down there because that shit was crazy. But Lil RT, no friend of this show, but he's a child, so I try to watch what I say about him. You know, let me take this off. I just found myself like when I saw that there was this grown woman, and I can't put all the pictures up here that I saw. I do have a video, I'll play that in a second, but I saw a grown woman talking about this my little boo. And apparently she was some type of stripper as seen in the picture on the screen. If you're not looking at the screen, it's some random stripper from a random place bumping and grinding on a child. Oh, let's put the banner up here because clearly this is the banner we need. I found myself when I saw this, it it was like my stomach turned inside out when I seen that there was actually a grown woman sexually assaulting a child. And people can play like it's a joke. People can play like it's something that, oh, he's just rapping and they just playing. A friendly reminder that children cannot consent to sex. Children cannot consent to sexual activities. Children can't even sign their own report cards. So to see this grown woman talking about this, my little boo, playing into this fucking insanity, going, yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, going this far and acting like that this shit is okay. Fuck it, gloves off today, because I don't have a lot of time, and I just wanna get this off my chest, and hopefully this is the last time I have to say this, bro. The reason why we don't condone this and we don't think it's funny and we don't think it's cute and this is not something that we can get behind and we can champion is because just children turn into just adults. He's clearly being sexually exploited. He's being sexually assaulted, and people like to talk like, oh, it's just a rite of passage. That's just what little boys do. He's discovering himself. Most children don't even discover themselves until they're about to be a teenager. And this is what these grown men around him want to introduce him to. These grown men are having grown women, because I have to put this up here so you can see what I'm saying. These grown men, because I don't see no women around him unless he going to the radio station. I don't see no women around him unless it's some random girl at a random school. I don't see a bunch of grown women around him, and unless it's grown women that is like this. As you can see, she's putting her ass on the private part of a child. Is that you are molesting this child? This is child molestation, and people are cheering it on because it makes money. People are cheering it on because, oh, he's just a kid. Oh, they cheering it on because he's the fucking cash cow over there. He's the person that's making all the money over there, and shit, they think, no, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Where's the video? Like, this is not okay, man. This is some of the most diabolical shit I think I've ever seen. Is this it? And you know, every time I see, because there was another video, I don't know where it's at and I don't have it. But when I see this kind of stuff and I see that people put the laugh emojis up there, it just lets me know that I probably bit off more than I could chew by giving a fuck about this at this point. This is why we can't condone that, bro. It's not funny, Superstar. It's not funny to be like, he almost got one of them strippers pregnant. This is a little kid. I don't, go ahead and call in. Just hit the call in link. I don't condone that kind of stuff, because if a grown ass man, and people, I don't like to hit people with role reversal and all of that stuff, but if a grown ass man was swinging his dick in front of a little girl, people would go full scorched earth over that, probably. But with this little RT thing, it just let me know that I bit off more than I can chew. So this is the last time I'm going to be talking about him. I don't give a fuck what happens after this. I don't give a fuck what happens to him after this, because we all know what's next. It's only a matter of time before he catch a charge. It's only a matter of time before he does something that's aggravated. It's only a matter of time before more of the worst happen. Because see, we think it's all good, and not me, but we as the collective in this culture, we think this shit is funny. We think this shit is all good because, oh, he having a good time. He's smiling. That's what's up, Katrina? That's what little boys is supposed to do. Little boys supposed to like girls. I seen a comment that was like, well, at least we know he's not going to be gay. Well, first and foremost, that's a very stupid comment. Two, we don't know that. Because if you know anything about people that's been molested and shit, a lot of those boys, one, they don't tell that something happened to them. Two, they grow up and be psychopaths if they hold that shit in and they don't get it out and they don't get the treatment. Because see, you think it's all good because he's 10, 11, 9, and he likes girls. You don't know what the fuck he likes. You don't know what the fuck he's into. He's a child. And for people who, like, I've never seen so many adults obsessed with the sexuality of children. You put this child in these situations because you're too fucking lazy and you're too much of a fucking bum and you're not a fucking adult and you're not responsible. I could almost guarantee you that something happened to Vaughn. All of those psychopaths have that crazy ass shit in common where they've been tampered with. It's either they snapped or they were tampered with that caused them to snap. And this was my thing with Lil RT. They put him in all of these sexually charged situations, and then he grows up confused, meaning in this, when I'm saying confused in this situation, he's confused because why didn't nobody protect me from the grown woman who was molesting me as a kid? They grow up confused as to, is this something that I really am supposed to like? They grow up and their mind is all scrambled because it's like they would end up in a situation where they just totally reject everything from their fucking childhood because the people that was around them that was supposed to protect them didn't protect them. Didn't say a grown woman shouldn't be grinding on me. Didn't say images like these. This was never funny. Like, this is too far. This is too fucking far. And not like the shit before wasn't too far, because I didn't like none of this. I've been saying this since I found out who the fuck this was. Since that fucking record label hit me up talking about stop what you're doing. Like, I have been going 100% against this since day one because I know how it's going to end up. People don't have, I want to say the density, but people don't have the range to know and think beyond the fucking medicine cabinet in their bathroom. So they don't know that this, you don't dictate the sexuality of children. You don't get to say what somebody likes, but you can absolutely turn them away from shit by putting them in these kind of situations. So he grows up, he's confused, he's upset, he's hurt. Best case scenario, he gets fucking murdered. So nobody's got to fucking deal with him. Exactly. That's the best thing that can happen to him is for him to die. I'm just going to say it just like that. Because there's nothing about that anybody can do that would not require heavy sedation and being locked into a fucking room. Because when he grows up, he's going to look back and he's going to realize that this was not it. This was not okay. Why? Bro, for those who believe in religious texts and scriptures and shit, the Bible says you do not awaken love before it's time. What that means is you don't do sexual things and you don't get introduced to sex before you are supposed to be introduced to that. So what do you honestly think? A child that is undeveloped, a child that is from these fucked up situations, a child that is, he has no clue what the fuck's going on. Because at the end of the day, on the inside, this is still a child. This is not a grown man. This is not a teenager. This is a pre-pubertal prepubescent, like, would he count as prepubescent at 10 years old? Maybe 11. He's probably still 10. What do you think bringing sex into these children's lives does to them? It makes them nuts. It makes them crazy. It puts them in these situations. What's up, Seven? It puts them in these situations where if you would have left them the fuck alone when they was kids and just let them be fucking children, not have them in adult situations, not have them in adult venues, not have them watching adult content, not having adult conversations around them, they would have turned out perfectly fucking fine. If they made a decision on their own, they made a decision on their own. If they made the decision you wanted them to, they made the decision you wanted them to. The problem with us in this culture, when we get these people who want to promote this child sex trafficking shit and this child sex abuse shit, is that these people want to live vicariously through somebody else. They want to turn somebody else's child into something that they wish that they could have been because they have been tampered with. And they think because they were tampered with and I don't want to be like, oh, they liked it, but they were tampered with and they're confused because that's the first encounter that they've had with something that was positive, that set their dopamine reactors through the fucking roof and off the chain. They think that everything is supposed to be like that. Everything's supposed to be sexually charged. And it's people like Lil RT that are going to grow up. They're going to be crazy. They're going to be killers. They're going to be doing life in prison. They're going to be dead. The best thing that could probably happen, like I said, is he get killed. But the best situation, if he just somehow skates above all of that, is that he's going to grow up and not have any fucking friends. Because nobody's going to want to deal with no weird-ass person who was doing all this crazy-ass shit and their mind is all screwed up. The fact that, because I'm going to deal with both sides of this, because this shit's not funny to me. This is not entertainment to me. Children shouldn't even be rapping. No children should be in the music industry. Nobody should be a part of anything that's got to do with anything that's got to do with adults. I don't give a fuck what adults do. You made your own fucking decision. If you was an adult and you made your own decisions, congratulations. You did what you were supposed to do. You did what your rights was. Children do not get to make adult decisions. This is why they can't take themselves to the doctor. This is why they can't sign their own paperwork. This is why you have to have guardianship until you are of legal age, i.e. 18 and beyond. This shit is so fucking ridiculous that we think that this shit is all right. And then people like me come out here. I don't risk my reputation because I don't give a fuck. I'm saying what I'm saying and I'm standing on it. But there'll be other people who they might not be in a good position like I am. And they will come out and they will come and say, this is not right. And they get everything taken from them. They'll come out and say, we should not be doing this. We should not have our children in these situations. And they will lose everything. People will not want to fuck with them. People will not fuck with them because they went against something they know was wrong. So, and when we have that kind of shit where we don't stand together, I don't give a fuck if you like me. I don't give a fuck if I like you. We could be arch enemies, bro. If this is not something we could come together and say, we are not accepting this because it's only our fucking children that have to go through this shit. It's only our children, only ours. There is no white version of Lil RT. There is no Asian version of Lil RT. There's no Jewish version of Lil RT. There's no Mexican Lil RT. There's no Polynesian Lil RT. No Brazilian Lil RT. No Canadian Lil RT. Only us. We're the only people who think that this is okay. And then when people come out and say this is not okay, oh, I ain't fucking with that. That's too much of that positive shit. Get back to the good shit. Why you ain't talk about that? But if a grown man swung his 10-inch dick in front of your 5-year-old's face, you would be ready to burn the neighborhood down. I don't understand this. I don't understand the people on the side that I do understand it because nobody gives a fuck. That's just here. And this is just my declaration to say I am done. I am done with this. I am done with it. Everybody has shown me that this is what they want. everybody is promoting this like this is funny. I see people that I actually know talking, like people I know talking about, oh, I love my community. We got to do more. We got to give back to families. We got to do all of this. I'm sitting in my motherfucking house. I'm sitting at the job thinking like, damn, what can I do to give back more? I need to start coming around more and putting more boots on the ground and shit. I get on Instagram. LOL, Lil RT lit. LOL, Lil RT is this. Oh my God. He caught him or whatever the fuck. What did they say? I hate when they say he'll be robbing and stealing. Like, damn, that's all black. That's what I'm saying. This shit is so fucking ridiculous. He is prepubescent. He won't have young kids wrong. Thank you. The way adults speak on the entertainment industry, there's no way a child should be around it. Not even, what's up, Smitty? Not even fucking close. Not even fucking close. And this right here, the ain't shit kids, we got to stop being scared to say that these kids ain't shit, bro. It's nothing we can do for Lil RT. It's nothing we can do with him. All we can do is separate from those people that think that this shit is okay. Because if we do not separate from them, like I've been saying, we're going to have this internal civil war. I don't give a fuck about the white man. I don't give a fuck about the other color man. I don't give a fuck about the other race. We have to have an internal civil war because people that think that what Lil RT is doing is okay is going to be the death of all of us. Which is going to lead me into what I was talking about with this fucking crime bill that they just passed in D.C. And I was in D.C. today. Shout out to Gina. I went up for her video shoot today. My problem with this, and why I am 100% for separation. I will not get along with you. You are not my brother. I am not your sister. We are not family. We don't have shit in common because all you want to do is kill and destroy. I am not with that. Do not call me your family. If you think that this is okay, don't call me family, period. Because you don't know my fucking family to be even acting like that we can be something like that. No. If you think that that shit is okay, that grown-ass woman bumping and grinding on that child, having that child smack her ass. I seen he was like reaching back and grabbing something. It was so crazy. First part of this, the grown men. You wonder why. And I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm done. Last day. We going back to our bullshit. Fuck it. Motherfuckers made it very clear. This is not the cause they want to pick up and try to take our shit back. Fuck it. We separate from you fuck niggas and we go back to doing what the fuck we do. And maybe we can get rich by December and try to catch up to all the bullshit that we missed out on trying to be helpful while people sit around and talk. Niggas don't even want to share the show when the nigga doing all the heavy lifting. I didn't ask you. All you have to do is share. Share the fucking show so we can get the word out. Share our shows, all of us, not just me. It's plenty of people. Y'all know everybody that be over here, bro. And everybody where we came from. We ask you niggas to get out here and spread. All you got to do is spread the word. I didn't ask you to come out here and ride. I didn't ask you to come out here and fight. I said spread the word. So niggas couldn't do that? Cool. Cool, bro. I'm going back to the bullshit. But today, let me just get this out. The niggas. You wonder why nobody fucking respects you. You wonder why you get treated like a fucking farm animal. You get treated like a fucking child in the street. You get knocked over the fucking head. You get shot by the fucking cops and nobody give a fuck. Oh, XYZ got shot in the head 40 times. Nigga, what time the game come on? You wonder why? Because you see shit like this and you don't say nothing. And when you got people that saying shit like this, you don't get out here and try to push them so they can stop this shit. You a scared bitch. A pure scared bitch for somebody that could have been you. For somebody that could have been your child. And my thing is, I have this thing where I don't have to know you to give a fuck about you. I don't have to be benefiting to give a fuck about you. I don't have to be getting anything to give a fuck about you. You don't have to be related to me for me to care. Because I should care. Because I'm not desensitized. I don't spend my day all on the internet just looking at shit all day. Like I said, there's only a few people that I even look at online to see what the hell is going on when it comes to regular shit. So, like, regular old shit. Same old gospel reheated. Keep it G News. Other than, and anybody that's within our circle that's talking about something that's happening right now. I don't watch all this other shit. So I'm not abreast to all the bullshit that's happening as far as the little cracks and crannies and shit. If they ain't speaking about it, I don't know. I'm out here trying to get this shit. Shit is fucked up in songwriting. Shit is fucked up in music. We got people that's trying to get it right. And you got motherfuckers over here championing this like this okay. Because somebody who's listening to that, you wouldn't play that for your kid. You wouldn't play that in front of your mother. You wouldn't. But you get out here and you think that it's okay to do this, and you think that it's okay to be quiet about it when it affects you the most. That don't have nothing to do with me. I don't even live nowhere where a child would act like that. I saw a little boy outside. He was riding his bike with his training wheels. He was out by himself, riding his bike around. You want to know why he can do that over here? Because ain't nobody gonna fuck with him over here. I don't know if I can say that about the people that's around little RT kids. Them motherfuckers not rich. Them motherfuckers don't, and you don't have to be rich to live good. Them motherfuckers don't have nothing going on. So the fact that you push this and then you get mad when society looks at you like you not shit, that let me know everything I need to know about staying the fuck away from this. I'm gonna stay the fuck. You know, somebody told me a long time ago, don't talk about this. Stop talking about little RT. This was before the label came out. This was before all the drama. Stop talking about this. Get the fuck off this. Leave that a fucking alone. And I was just like, no, bro, we have to continue to beat the drum on this because this is not right. But motherfuckers let me know that they don't give a fuck about right and wrong. Right and wrong don't fucking matter because turn up, because it's funny. And what kind of fucking adult is looking at this and is entertained? You're a weird bitch if you looking at Lil RT for fucking entertainment. Where my Hillary Clinton clip at?
But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the President has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere.
Super predator, no conscience, no empathy. And then you hear what comes out his mouth, and all he sees is I'm getting the attention and I'm being co-signed because I don't have no family. I don't have nobody that loves me. This is love because my mama was too busy at work trying to provide for me. She didn't see me. My mama or my daddy was gone. My mama was working. All I got is these people around me. All I got is these people who they say they love me, but they're exploiting me. They say they love me, but they're allowing a fucking grown woman to grind on me. And that leads me to this bitch. Because like I said, I'm not about to be here all night. What kind of grown fucking woman would allow, like, first, if you're a grown woman and you stripping, exactly, Sean. If you're a grown-ass woman and you're fucking stripping and you saw a child in the vicinity and your first reaction wasn't to cover yourself, that let me know everything I need to know about you. You are a degenerate bitch who should have been shot in the head as soon as you touch that child. Because see, too many people want to play, well, what should happen to these people? Just like the people around RT should be dead, the stripper should be dead for molesting the child. It is full-blown molestation. It is nothing less than child molestation. She put her part on his part. That is molestation. Children cannot consent to sex. Again, children cannot consent to sex or sexual acts. As soon as she bent over, she should have been shot in the back of the head. But people want to play like that's not what should have happened to her. That's not going to help. That is going to help. Because if enough of you motherfuckers start dropping, maybe we can get something going. But there is no getting anything going with these motherfuckers. That's why we have to separate. I am all for separation. You're a grown fucking woman that would even allow, bro, would you allow a grown man to grind on your daughter? Your prepubescent daughter. A 20-something year old man grinding on an 11-year-old girl, would you say that that is okay? Would you say that it's all good? We in the club. She in the club. We can't do double standard when it comes to a child. The standard is children shouldn't be in the environment, period, and adults shouldn't be condoning it because all you're doing is fucking him up. He's not going to grow up and say, yeah, when I was fucking, you know what happens when a child gets introduced to sex when they're 11 years old, when they're 10 years old? They turn out like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has been high since he has been a child. When have you ever seen Wayne sober? Yeah, he's talented. Yeah, he's successful, but he can't be sober. And every time that he tried to stop doing drugs, he ended up in the fucking hospital because that's the only thing that's keeping him a fucking life. What kind of way? That's not a way to live. That's not success. He's over-sexualized, got all these children by all of these different people everywhere. His mind is fried. He is fried. He is cooked. And that's what happens when you introduce these children to that. So to do this, I'm going to play it again, just in case y'all didn't see it, whoever's in here. To allow this. And you standing there fucking shaking your ass. Like this shit is okay. They sick as fuck. Sick as fuck. Dog. And that's another thing. People don't think about when the temperate child goes around other children his age and touches them the way boys and girls and you, and then they say your child won't grow up. Bro, this is how your child ends up fucked up, and you don't have nothing to do with it. Lil RT comes to the classroom bringing that bullshit he got from the neighborhood, that bullshit he got from the people in his life who don't give no fuck. Don't tell me you give a fuck. Oh, that's the best I can. Shut the fuck up. The best you can do. The best you could have done is drop that child off at a church so they could put him in a foster care system or something, because the child is more fucked up with you than they would be with some fucking strangers. We raise our children the right way. We protect our children's innocence. We do everything we're supposed to do, but then we know that if we keep our children in the house, it's going to hurt them. So we allow our children to go out and experience things. We allow our children some rope so they could go out and play. But the problem is, you sent your child out to jump rope. Lil RT is out there with a rope to hang your child because they get exposed to all of the bullshit that you wasn't supposed to be exposed to. You wasn't supposed to know about, bro. When I was in elementary school. When I was in elementary school, do y'all remember the mechanical pencils that was like this? I was in maybe 4th grade or 5th grade. I don't remember. But I was walking up the stairs and I went to an academy. I was walking up the stairs. It was in the hood. People used to, like the kids, would take the mechanical pencil and put the lead all the way to the end. They would hold their arm out, put the mechanical pencil on their arm, hold the eraser, and do that so the lead goes back into the pencil. And then they would be like doing shit like that. And I never understood what the fuck did that mean when I was a kid. I never told my mama or my daddy what the fuck I was seeing. I just seen it like, these people are dumb, bro. Like, what the hell is wrong with them? Not unbeknownst to me, when I got older, I realized like, oh, y'all imitating somebody in your house shooting up and nodding off. These are the type of, bro, I didn't grow up all fucked up or nothing like that. When I went to school is when I started getting exposed to these other people and they nonsense. Now, when I got older, I can go be with my daddy family and shit. But like as a little kid, this age, in elementary school, your kid gotta go out there and be with everybody else. And shit is not how it used to be. Shit is completely fucked up out here. Children can't read, children can't count, can't use a dictionary, addicted to the cell phone, sexed out, crazy, neglected, malnutrition, all type of shit. It's so fucked up. And we got people out here who literally get up here. They're not selling you no bullshit. They're not telling you no bullshit. They're saying we need to fix our problems before it's too late. So fuck Lil RT. Let's go over to the crime bill. DC finally passed their crime bill. Do I have? Let me see if I got it. Yep, I got it. Yeah, that shit was crazy with that pencil. I didn't know what the fuck niggas was on. All right, they passed the crime bill in DC. We're gonna run through this real quick. Oh my God.
Mayor Muriel Bowser is trying to pass the DC crime bill, a law that would give unfettered power to DC police. And the vote on that law is happening tomorrow. So it's important to me that you understand the difference between how the legislators responsible for this draconian ass law say that the law will be implemented versus what the law actually says and gives the police the power to do based on how broadly the law is deliberately written. Some of the power the DC crime bill would give to the police includes, but is not limited to, 1, the police would be able to designate any area a high-risk area. And once done, they can stop, search, and arrest anyone walking in a group with so much as one other person. Supporters of this provision of the law say that the police will not apply it discriminatorily, but there is nothing in the language of the law to stop them. And what neighborhoods have you known the police to designate high crime areas? 2, the police would have the power to arrest anyone for any kind of face covering at the sole discretion of the police. Supporters of this provision say that the police will not use this to discriminate against people or people wearing religious coverings like hijabs. But there is absolutely nothing in the language of the law to stop that. There are no carve-outs made for people in religious coverings or medical masks, and they have the ability to make that exception. So why haven't they? 3, the police would have the power to demand anybody riding the metro provide them with their name and address or face arrest. Supporters of this provision say that the police will not use it discriminatorily. DC Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Now, I got these slides from that same YouTube channel. It should have showed, not the YouTube channel, Instagram. Let me just go ahead and share this, and I want to walk through this. Because the reason that I'm bringing this up, I'm not bringing this up because I give a fuck, as far as, because I went to DC today, but I don't have to go there and I don't have to live there. And most of the people that I give a fuck about don't have to go or live there. I'm saying this because it's only a matter of fucking time before it comes to you. It's only a matter of time before this shit happens in your city. You think that the music scene is so fun and, oh, we lit and we this and we that. You're not trying to actively combat the bullshit that's going on. You're not trying to teach your children or teach these motherfuckers or get the far the fuck away as you can from these motherfuckers like Lil RT's team. This is exactly what's going to happen to you. Let's walk through this real quick. Oh, yeah. And I remember Sean from Keep It G News was saying that, like, this is bad because it's only going to affect us. And what's crazy about this crime bill was I ended up I was out Northwest today. And I'm like looking around. I'm just like, damn, it's like when I'm riding through, I came up through Tyson's Corner in Virginia. I'm riding through down and I'm just like looking, it's the mall next door, the Lincoln Monument, all this, tourist shit. I'm just looking around. I'm just like, damn, bro, they got Metro Police out here and everybody just having a good time. People from all over. Thank you, Heavy Lefty. People just all over, doing their thing. I get to Northwest. Everything was still good in the area in Northwest I was in. It was cool. I'm looking out. It's like a bunch of people just walking their dogs, having a good time. Old people crossing the street. I leave Northwest and I look and I'm in the Jewish neighborhood. And I'm just like, fuck, I've never been to this side of the town before. Or the city or whatever, the state. It's not a state, the district. I've never been over here before. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like, Northwest is so nice. The downtown area is so nice. Then you get to goddamn the Jewish area and it's nice as a motherfucker. But all I could remember was the last time me and my girlfriend, we did a weekend trip to DC. We did like 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. And I had to stop and get some gas so we can go back down to Richmond in Virginia, if you didn't know. We ended up in a fucking tent city. Just some bullshit getting lost. You know, if you've been to DC, you know how the streets and all that shit is turning in where you can and where you can't go. And I'm just like, bro, like, there is no fucking way that the side of the town where the majority of black people is at is a tent fucking city. And I'm thinking today, like, damn, bro, I'm on the other side, and this joint nice as a bitch, and it's cool as a motherfucker. And I was able to sit in my car with the windows down, just fucking chilling. Nobody said nothing, nobody bothered, wasn't nobody out, nothing, but you go on the other side, and it's like Gotham fucking City. So let's walk through this. Federal probation officers will be able to bypass DC judges. Currently in DC, as in most cities, judges set probation terms. In a surprise amendment introduced by Pinto on February 6th, the plan would grant federal probation officers the power to bypass a judge and impose new conditions on someone's probations, such as GPS monitoring. So I don't have to listen to the fucking judge. This is the crime bill. Now, she said it would be a few days. This was 4 days ago. Everybody, they unanimously passed it. So if you don't know what unanimously means for some reason, everybody voted yes to pass this. And we know why they voted yes to pass this, so they can basically go ahead and finish cleaning the motherfucking scum out. They will call them scum, cleaning those motherfuckers out to get them out of here. Because if you've been to DC, you know that tent, a lot of them tent cities and shit is right down the street from the Capitol building, right down the street from the White House. You can't fucking miss it. You can't even go over there without seeing that shit. All on the underpass, all on this other shit. Wasn't no fucking police over in the area I was in today. Wasn't no fucking police in the area I ended up in today. And the Metro Police was only downtown because it was tourism. They're going to all be on Southeast and all over the other areas where black people is at. Now they're saying, I don't have to listen to the fucking judge. I'm the probation officer. I'm in charge. I can do what I want to do in regards to your probation. So I set the determination whether you get on it or get off it or whatever the fuck. Next thing. So this got removed. This was the fear clause. So they was basically saying that if you were suspected of being scared, they can arrest you. Like if they pulled up on you and you looked like you was afraid, they could arrest you. But they took that out. I'm glad they took that out because it's silly. Like somebody pulls up and oh shit, you scared the fuck out of me. Well, now you got to go to jail because I suspect that you did something. I suspect that you're afraid. So if you're afraid, that must automatically compute in my mind that you must have done something wrong. No, it doesn't make sense to us. But this is what they've given people. And when I finish running through this, I'm going to tell you how we got here. Next thing. This was also removed. The active duty status of officers is now secret. So before they didn't have to, well, they wanted to impose a thing to say we don't have to disclose what our active duty status is to anyone, but they took that out, and I'm glad they took that out. This one, gatherings of 2 or more people are criminalized. If you are walking down the street with your family, you, your husband, or you, your wife, and y'all 2 kids, you can be considered a gang. They don't have to suspect it of committing a crime, or you might commit a crime. Pre-crime, I think a term for this is pre-crime. Pre-crime. So if I feel like you're in a group of people, so let's just say, because you know how everybody, bro, y'all know how we all are. You'll be out somewhere, it'll be you, your homegirl, you, your homeboy, you and 2 other people. That's already a crime up there. You and 2 other people. And then you'll see a couple other people that you know. Oh shit, and you starting to talk or whatever. A motherfucker with their own prejudices and biases could come up and say, you're suspected of committing a crime. They don't know shit about you, where you came from, what the fuck happened, anything about your background, just straight up, we suspect you committed a crime. And what you gonna say? What's your problem? Like, no, they can do what the fuck they want to do. It's Gotham City up there. I said this in the last DC Live. Police can now designate any neighborhood as high risk, allowing them to arrest innocent people for gathering in groups of 2 or more. If police suspect they might commit a crime, they can be fined or in prison. No proof, no no questions asked. I can designate anything as high. What does that shit say? High risk? What does that even mean? Like, or we can just say it's just a high risk area. We can just say it's just the area where it's just too much going on over here. High risk could be the president's going to be driving down the fucking street tonight, and we need to close it down. So yeah, we're going to come in and we're going to arrest everybody in here. High risk could be a flood zone. We don't fucking know. And that's the purpose when they do these kind of things, because people don't want, they don't read, they don't give a fuck, and they let shit get out of control to the point where nobody has any fucking control no more. Next, killing car chase suspects now legal. Police can now kill suspects during car crashes, a practice that is currently banned. The police will become the sole decision maker about life and death, regardless of guilt or innocence. So if if you want a car chase, for whatever reason you're in a car chase, or someone's in a car chase, I won't put that on y'all. If someone's in a car chase, and what up, Showboat? If someone's in a car chase, and the police want to ram that car and force them to get into a head-on collision, they can do that. They don't have to know why you're running. They don't have to know why because in my mind, or our mind, it would be like, oh, you running for whatever reason. Like, people run for all type of shit. They get scared or whatever. But now they can just kill you without knowing if you're guilty, if you're innocent, and it's up to their personal discretion. So what's the chance of you getting someone that's just like, you know what, I'm not going to chase, or I'm not going to whatever. Because if they already chasing, that means they already pissed off with having to chase after you. Let's just move on, because I don't want to stay too long. Body camera restrictions removed. The plan will overturn current policy that prohibits the police from viewing their own body camera footage before they write statements. This has nothing to do with lowering the crime rate. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do, man. Next one. Face coverings criminalized. Any items worn that cover most of the face are now criminalized, with detention or arrest as the penalty. This includes, but it's not limited to, hoodies, bandanas, and hijabs. The police will be the sole deciders of which face coverings are allowable. You think you about to identify as a Hebrew pyramidalite or whatever these people call themselves, and you think you're going to cover your head in respect to the Lord? DC Metropolitan Police said, fuck that. You think you're going to put your shiesty on because it's cold outside? DC said, fuck that. You going to put your hoodie on? We know how kids are nowadays, bro. They'll put their hoodie on. It'll be hot. They don't give a fuck. They just doing them. You think you're going to put your hoodie on because it's raining? You think you're going to cover your head for whatever reason? You think you're going to wear your mask because you're trying to hide from the flu? You won't do that in DC. Criminalize. Everything is illegal now. Everything is illegal. Show your papers. Metro law. The police will now be able to immediately arrest anyone suspected of misconduct while riding the metro who refuses to share their name and home address. For instance, if a plainclothes officer demanded your address on the metro, not telling them could now lead to arrest. This is where we are. It's only a matter of time before it comes to you. 10 of 10, the last one. I mean, there's plenty more in this law, by the way. Discarding a gun will become a crime if you illegally possess a gun, which is already a crime. The moment that you drop the gun or put the bullets down, you've committed 2 more additional crimes. So if you keep holding the gun, you'll get shot by the police. And if you drop the gun, you're now getting a longer sentence. This is where we are. Why did I bring this up? What up, Westside Adams? What up, Bear Facts and Calvin C? This is where we are, y'all. And you want to know why we're here? We're here because we didn't take this shit serious when we were supposed to. We're here because we let people who was not supposed to be in control run amok. We allow people to terrorize our neighborhoods, to let the streets take over every single facet of life instead of saying, hey, if you're going to do your street shit, just please do it over there so we don't have to merge lives and merge our worlds together. Now we're here. And this is exactly how it happened when Hillary Clinton was talking about that super predator. See, that's a clip that came from when they was passing the first crime bill. The one, I think it was 94. When they was passing that first crime bill, people in the neighborhood was saying, we need help. People in the community was saying, we need help. People that was out and living their lives and minding their business and their children couldn't play outside and you couldn't go to the grocery store and get nothing to eat and your car kept getting stolen and motherfuckers kept breaking into your house and there was a shooting every night in the neighborhood and motherfuckers didn't want to control their children and little RT got out here and kept rapping and strippers kept grinding on children. Regular people in the neighborhood came out and said, fuck them, help me. And because those people who were saying, fuck them, help me, what those people were supposed to do was check those other people, but they didn't do it. So they turned their ass over to the state. And this is how motherfuckers end up going to jail for $5 worth of weed, getting 20 years for an eighth. Because motherfuckers didn't want to police their own community and say, we're not tolerating the bullshit anymore. Tell your story, but today it stops. They didn't want to do that. So now we're right back in the situation that we were in 94. And when the crime bill passed in 94, I was probably one or two. So that's why you said if you have the video, you treat you like a regular code. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're right back in the situation we was in before. You want to know why? Because people like this got fed up.
They not kids, they cowards. They know right from wrong. You know not to walk in that street if you see a car coming. And that's all that matters. Don't keep on talking about no kids. Don't no kids do nothing like that. Them not kids, those are demons. And they need to be dealt with. And they are.
Ago.
They not kids, they cowards. They know right from wrong. You know not to walk in that street if you see a car coming. And that's all that matters. Don't keep on talking about no kids. Don't no kids do nothing like that. Them not kids, those are demons. And they need to be dealt with. And they are.
The fact that we have even got to the point where we are right now as mostly adults, there are some children over here, but mostly adults, 18 plus, it may be 21 plus, that we would even look at a child and be like, that child is a demon and you need to be dealt with. It's hard to say that that's not true. Because, again, you got people out here that's trying to do the right thing. You got people out here that's going against the grain and putting their life and their livelihood on the line and getting everything taken from them for standing up for shit, getting murdered, for trying to stand up for the right thing and do the right thing. But nobody want to hear it. Nobody want to listen. Nobody want to do that. So now it's just like, nigga, fuck it. Let the white man have you. Let the motherfucking police handle you. Let the motherfucking police deal with your motherfucking ass. Because what the fuck can we do at this point? Them people up there in DC with all that carjacking and stuff, y'all know that shit wasn't right, bro. You knew it wasn't right because what those children was doing, my girlfriend told me this, what those children was doing was they hijacking those cars and taking them to them shipping containers, and they're sending those cars overseas. So they're getting paid to steal cars that are being sold overseas. You're never going to see your fucking car again. And you know what fucked me up about this? It's, at first, the fact that you would even have a connection to get your fucking car onto into a shipping port. You have to have a TWIC to even get in the shipping port. So that lets me already know that this is a full-fledged operation that they're using our children who's fucked up, parents fucked up in these fucked up situations. And I'm never one to make no fucking excuse about what somebody did because I don't give a fuck. You try me, you gonna meet your maker. And that's just it. That ain't, and it is, I be telling Theo, I hate to talk like this because when you talk like this, people think you on some type of gangster time or you super bitch or something. No, It's just, I'm just not going to deal with it because I don't have to. But I was thinking about these motherfuckers got this whole elaborate operation to get into a port, to put a car on a fucking, in a sea container, to put it on a ship, to send it overseas. Motherfuckers don't ever think about the people that they stealing from. So imagine that your car, and I'm going to be for real, a lot of us, our car is the only thing separating us from being in poverty. If your car disappeared today and you couldn't go to work tomorrow, you already about to be in a hole. So imagine you live in DC already. You already broke as a motherfucker. Rent already the highest it's going to be ever outside of New York City and shit. You done woke up in the morning, somebody done stole your motherfucking car. So now you can't get to your job. You can't Uber there because you're going to be too fucking late because you thought you was going to have a car going down there. So you can't go to work. You done missed the day, and you're missing these days because you don't have no money to be able to get to the Uber or the Lyft or whatever you take to get to work. Now, your job is in jeopardy because somebody stole your fucking car. So now you can't take care of yourself. Now you can't take care of your family. And this shit can trickle all the way down into you. You probably already behind on something because people can get up here and talk all that, the money talking all this, I got this and I got that, bro. It don't matter how much money you got, you're feeling this fucking economy. When I went to the store and I saw that ice cream was like $9, I stopped eating ice cream. I can't do it. I can afford that, but I'm not going to pay that because that's ridiculous. And when you really think about it, I'm not paying $9, then $10 with tax. No. Somebody done took your lifeline away from you. The only thing that was between you and taking care of your family, because all they gave a fuck about was they self. So why the fuck should I give a fuck that the crime bill passed? Why the fuck should I give a fuck that Joe Biden want to blow your fucking brains out because you went on a high-speed chase? Why should I give a fuck? You didn't give a fuck when it was time for me to take care of my child. You didn't give a fuck when it was time for me to go to work to provide for my family. I didn't sell your grandmother dope. I didn't kill your cousin. I didn't do nothing to you. But you didn't give a fuck about me when you stole my car and took my lifeline away from my family. So why should I give a fuck that the police want to kill you? Why should I give a fuck that you go to jail for wearing a shiesty? Why should I give a fuck because you can't practice your religion? Nobody gave a fuck about me when it was time for me to do what I needed to do for myself. And this is how regular people feel. This is how regular people in that city feel. They don't give no fuck about you niggas going to jail. They're not going to say, they're going to be happy when you get the fuck. The problem is going to come when they start getting harassed, when they start getting targeted, now that they done got everybody out the way that they wanted to. Because see, all they really want to do is make it easier for them to take out the people that they want to take out. They want to get rid of what they will deem as the problem. Their personal problem. Not really a problem, but their personal problem. And the problem with that is because motherfuckers is so high and mighty, motherfuckers is so high on the hog, and motherfuckers think they so special that the law will never come for them. That nothing will ever happen to them. That and none of this shit don't apply to me. I'm a gangster. I'm this, I'm that. Okay, be a gangster in the car crash. Be a gangster at the White House. Go be a gangster to the people who's doing something to you. Because terrorizing the people in the neighborhood you have to live in is exactly how you ended up with a crime bill, just like that shit that's going on up there in New York. You motherfuckers don't want to talk. You motherfuckers don't want to speak out. You motherfuckers don't want to support the people that's doing the talking. You motherfuckers don't want to support the people that's out here actually putting in the work and speaking on your behalf and doing on your behalf. And now you got the National Guard running around your turnstiles and checking your fucking bags. Illegal search and seizure. They can go in your shit and take it if they feel like it's fucked up. They can go in your bag and take anything out of there they would deem unsafe. They're in the New York subway with machine guns, checking to make sure you don't jump the turnstile. You don't think that's crazy? That's not crazy to you? And my thing with all of this is, because we're gonna wrap up because it's been an hour. My thing with all of this is motherfuckers think that this shit could never come to them. Motherfuckers think that this shit would never come to their city. Bro, I am in Virginia. They just had an illegal alien kill some random girl out here. It was like a 14-year-old girl who he sexually assaulted her, and he killed her. This shit is right at everybody's front door, and niggas is looking out the door, look out the window. Oh, they ain't coming in the house until they knocking your fucking door down. And now you got to deal with it. DC is done. DC is done. It's too late to protest. It's too late to go after it because you didn't check the people who needed to be checked. You should have been checking motherfuckers who did not want to, as adults, we should have been checking those motherfuckers who did not want to handle the children that should have been wrangled from stealing them cars. Yes, I know you broke. You're a child. You're supposed to be broke. Whatever. Motherfuckers don't come back and do nothing to put nobody, don't give nobody nothing. And I'm not talking about no arbitrary advice for, oh, you just got a $27.99 for my course. And that will, no, that's not how this works. You need to tell, those people are not trying to be entertainers. So $27.99 is not the world they even exist in. Because at first, in order to do anything in entertainment, you got to already have some bread. Ain't no broke entertainers if they talk about doing what they got to do. Because niggas is going to come up with some money. Because it's just not free to do. Y'all motherfuckers should have been out there trying to get these people jobs, trying to get these people job training, trying to get, oh, I don't want no job. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to get it out the mud. All right. Get it out the mud when you're pulling your fucking hijab and your fucking ski mask and your fucking COVID mask out of the mud because you can't fucking wear it when you want to wear it because it's against the law. Too many people doing this and not listening. They don't want to hear it because it's not coming from somebody that put a beat behind it. It's not, we're not trying to, listen, you know what? Maybe people will understand if we rap the DC crime bill to them. It's not rhythmic. It's not entertainment. That's the problem. It ain't got a joke, ain't no jokes attached to it. So it can't be that serious. I'm already fucked up. So you're not tired of living on your knees? Living on your back, getting fucked? This shit is so fucking insane. And I just get fucking tired of repeating myself. The problem is, Nayim, you sound extreme and people don't think it's that extreme, but it is. Dog, this is the most crazy shit I've seen. I think that the real crazy part, you can put your hoodie on and a nigga can just say you committed a crime. If you out with your family, a gathering of 2 or more people, if they suspect of what? And if you don't comply, if you riding the fucking train, they can say, show me your information. Tell me your personal business. And if you don't tell your personal business, now you've committed a felony. Nothing is ever crazy. People think that you got to get to the point of putting a shotgun in a motherfucking house, in their mouth and blowing their head off like a goddamn Halloween pumpkin before it gets bad. Shit was bad before. Shit is, those people, there's nothing we can do for them at this point. I'm not protesting. I'm not rallying. Because when most of the crime, and I hate going by crime statistics because from my personal experience, I know that they do not report everything. I remember I went to this store. I was going to this store and they got robbed. They never reported that robbery as a robbery. They never even said it was not in the reports or nothing. Like, it got robbed 10 minutes before I got there. And I'm like, they don't. So I try not to go by crime statistics, but when everybody's getting arrested is us. And everybody that's going to jail is us. And everybody that's committing these things is us. It's hard to be like, oh, it ain't that bad. It's not that serious. It's okay. It'll get better. Well, it's not going to get better. It is that bad. It's fucked up. I'm not riding for you. I'm not protesting for you. Because all niggas want to do is sing and dance into the grave. Sing and dance and jig and talk about relationships. I don't care. I don't need relationship advice. My parents was together until they died. Well, so one of them died. I don't need your relationship advice. I don't want to hear that. I have real shit. There's real shit going on out here. Your child, bro, if your child is riding the train home, because a lot of these metropolitan places and shit, these people take public transit to school and home and shit. It's not, oh, the school bus is going to like, no, a lot of these people jump and get on the train. If a strange person walks up to your kid on the train, what's your name and your address, and your child freezes and don't say nothing, now you got to stop what you're doing and go get your child from the precinct because they just committed a crime. That ain't extreme? That's not crazy? That's not something that, oh, it ain't that bad. It's never that bad until it's you. Shit is crazy. Now you trust me. I know how you feel to be pissed about what's happening to us, but man, we don't seem to care. Protect your house and pray for the rest. And that's what, hey, that is what I got up here to do today. I'm going back to what I was doing, minding my motherfucking business and holding it down for this house. Because the world already let me know what they gave a fuck about. Everybody playing the victim, everybody crying about them. I would be a fool. And it's crazy, and I'm going to end on this note, unless somebody want to call in. It's crazy because I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I'm going to dedicate my whole life to these crazy-ass causes. I'm going to dedicate my life to trying to advocate and go hard for these people and do all of this for these other motherfuckers that don't give a fuck. And I'm going to be done live my whole life and haven't enjoyed a motherfucking thing for myself. Haven't done everything that I need to do because I put my shit to the side so I could go hard for this just to leave this earth unfulfilled. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to, like, I am not going to be the person that when I said, let's do for us, and y'all said no, that I drug you kicking and screaming. See, I used to believe I could drag you kicking and screaming, but I can't. So we'll just stick to what TLC say? Stick to the rivers, the lakes and the rivers, or the rivers and the lakes that we're used to. We're going to do that. Because what I already know up here, we're going to be good around here. You're going to be good if you listen to me and reject that, because it's not good for your soul. The shit eats at you. It's just a disgusting catfish eating mud and dirt and slop and earthworm type of life to live. I'm good on it, bro. Y'all have, bro, they won. They can have it, man. I'm not gonna. It's like the world is burning down and everybody's just fucking partying and partying. It's like you can't hear the fucking tornado sirens, but they just going and going and going and going. And then the roof get ripped off and they're like, yeah, put your hands up. Like, it's just so crazy. Yeah, man. Feel in this bitch. Yeah, man, I've had enough. I'm done. I would count down and see how many days it would take for him to get his first charge, but I don't care anymore. So it is what it is. If anybody want to call in, I'll give you. Yeah, everybody like that's what I'm saying. I could do that all day. That's all, man. You can't even. Mona Scott couldn't write the shit that's going on in the industry right now. She couldn't write. She couldn't make it up. She couldn't even write it. And we're gonna stick to that because motherfuckers have made it very clear. Because how the fuck did they let the crime bill get passed, bro? Fuck Lil RT. How the fuck they let a crime bill get passed? That's what gets. How the fuck did y'all allow this to go? And the fact that 100% of the people that voted for it, the Congress or whoever was unanimously passed it, they all said, yeah, let's go ahead and go with this. Because that was the plan all the whole time. So yeah, man, I had to get up here and do this. We'll be back doing our regular thing tomorrow. It's just not funny to me. I'm not. People like Lil RT is why we even have crime bills. People like the people around Lil RT is why we have crime bills. The shit is disgusting. I'm disgusted. But yeah, I thank y'all for coming through. Let me see. What we gonna end on? Let's get y'all. What is one? There we go. Here we at.
Grand jury in Mississippi today declined to indict the white woman whose accusations set off the lynching of Emmett Till nearly 70 years ago. Carolyn Bryant Dunham, now 88, initially claimed that Till made unwanted advances towards her at her family's grocery store. It led to the brutal torture and lynching of the 14-year-old. The prosecutor said the grand jury found insufficient evidence to charge Dunham.
How the hell YouTube say my comments, man? I'm about to head over to Theo channel. Shout out to Theo Pacino. He about to do bloggers versus rappers. I will holler at y'all.